guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a special guest. We have Yalimar, and we came up with this great idea to start a series, and the name of our series is going to be Bochinche with Yali and Chris. So it's basically just gonna be us
talking shit,
and we're gonna have story time. We're gonna be talking about any bochinche going on in the makeup world, I guess, and any topics that you guys want to touch on, which obviously, you know, to leave it down in the comment section. And we really hope that you enjoy our series, and because we're gonna have a lot of fun making these.
Right, this is the first time we're already just cracking up.
This is amazing. So, and hopefully we'll plan to knock these out once every 2 weeks.
Yes, sure.
Once every 2 weeks. Don't be expecting every week, alright? We gotta gather up our information and our research. So, if you want to see YALI'S page, her link will be down below or somewhere on the screen if I can ever figure out how to do that. And today is our Valentine's Day edition, and we're just gonna be bochinchando about past relationships. If you want to hear our stories, then definitely stay tuned. So with my story, this is a person that I was with 7 years ago, okay? Before anybody jumps in and say, oh, this your man right now. A little quick backstory. I met this guy in high school. He was a DJ at a school event, and you know, I went to an all-girls school, so obviously you're like, oh, hot DJ, party, this, you know, a male in the situation. So we got together and we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and that lasted a month before I got a call on my phone talking about, I'm coming to you woman to woman. You seen those memes that come out now? Yes. If you have not gotten one of those calls, you have not had a real relationship. So I got one of those calls, and it turned out it was his girlfriend and blah blah blah. So I called him, cursed him out, and that was the end of that. Quick, straight to the point. It only lasted a month. So a couple years later, he hits me up and he wants to get back together, like, you know, hang out or whatever. So this is cool, like, we're vibing again. So we obviously get back in a relationship, and he was in the military, okay, and he would come to my house every day at the same time at 2 o'clock in his uniform. You know how you girls love with your money uniforms, so you just like, oh my god, my military man coming to pick me up. And he was like always hanging out with me, and everything was amazing, everything was great. His mother loved me, blah blah blah.
So this was on NYC based, right?
NYC based.
Okay, I already have some.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Cause okay, if y'all know military, y'all know there's no bases near or around NYC, so I'm just trying to hear the rest of it.
So he would wear his uniform all day long. Like, I'm talking about even when we went to the movies at night, he would have his uniform, and he would use his ID to get like discounted movie tickets. And at that time I had my son already. So he was like, you know, I want to take care of you and your son, and like I want us to be a family, blah 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 blah. So here comes, let's just fast forward to Valentine's Day, right? Everything's been great. Valentine's Day comes up. He wants to take me away to, I don't know, somewhere in New Jersey, Connecticut, somewhere there.
Place.
Went to a hotel for the weekend, just, you know, just to vacation, you know, without going on a plane. So the first night we're there, we're getting phone calls to the room. Like, the phone keeps ringing, and he picks up and hangs up, and he picks up and he hangs up, and I'm just like, why are you hanging up on room service like that?
Were there any like previous like?
See, but then that ex from the first time was still lingering, because she would go all to the family events for like New Year's and Christmas, and I would have to wait till she left to go upstairs. I had already known that his ex from the very first time was still in the mix family-wise. I didn't know that she was still in the mix with him. I was like, please, Lord, let's not go through this bullshit again. So whenever there was a family event, she would be there because the family had known her for, like, obviously years and years and years. So I would have to wait till she left for me to go. And everybody knew that I was, like, the new girlfriend. But whatever. So Valentine's Day, somebody's calling the room. He keeps answering and hanging up. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why do you keep hanging up? So next thing you know, the next time he picks up, the phone has already rang like 3-4 times, and he's like, stop calling here, you need to leave me alone, and this and this and that, and he slams the phone. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My mother keeps calling, and I told her to stop. Why would your mother be calling the hotel? Why is she not calling the cell phone? Why she went out of her way to call the hotel? So then I get a call to my phone, and I answer, and it's a girl. Guess what? It's his ex. Oh, you guys are in a hotel, and you know he's still seeing me, and he still messes and fucks around with me, and you need to know what's up. Here goes the woman-to-woman phone call again for the second time years later with the same dude, same girl. Can't they leave me alone? Like, they both need to leave me alone at this point. Like, they're both harassing me. So he's
I
like,
would have gotten like upset with her. Like, why are you calling the room service? Like, you know, he already doing his thing. Like, that's it. Leave him alone.
She's like, oh, I went through his emails and I found the reservations. Why are you going through his emails?
Right.
Like, and they weren't together. So he was like, oh, she's crazy. We're not together. I'm with you. Blah, 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 blah. Why would she be going through my emails? She's obviously jealous. She doesn't want me to be happy. So, you know, I took his word for it. I took his word for it. So we left the hotel, and you know, I tried to stay positive, and I tried not to think about her calling. I tried to think she was like a crazy bitch again, and
that 50 Shades Darker type shit.
Basically, like, she was not about to leave his ass alone. So about a week later, he calls me and he's like, I have horrible news. And I'm just like, what was going on? I automatically thought it was something about her. And he goes, I received a letter in the mail from the government, and I'm being deployed. They want me to go to Iraq. And I'm like, oh my God, no. I will wait for you. Don't worry, I love you. And he was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be back. And I'm like, that's okay, we'll be here. I stayed in my room. I stayed in my room crying ever. Like, I could not stop crying every time I thought about it. Like, he was like, and then he had the nerve. He was just like, you will wait for me? And I'm like, yes, we're together, and I love you. I'm not gonna leave you just because you have to go to Iraq. I'm like, how are you not more upset about this? And it's like, who can we speak to? Who do we write to? I'm gonna write to the president. Don't take my man. So then I think it had to be like the next day. Literally, I think it was the next day that she called me, and finally I'm just like, what do you want? Like, what is it? What's going on? Like, why do you keep calling me and contacting me? Like, we're going through enough right now. And she's like, what did he tell you? I'm like, you know he's going to Iraq. I bet you know. She's like, she started dying. She was laughing. She was laughing. She was like, he's a fucking scumbag for telling you that. He told me he was gonna break up with you, but that's not the fucking way to do it. Why is he telling you that he's gonna break up with me? Right. Like, and she was just like, we've been talking and fucking around this whole time, and he still wants to be with me, and he just doesn't want to hurt you because
first of all, she's mad stupid for going through with this. Homie, he don't want
years later, like, what are you still doing there? What are you still doing there? Like, we've been through this the first time, now we gotta go through this bullshit all over again. Oh my God. It comes to find out, she spilled his motherfucking tea. He got no job. What happened to that part where I said that he was showing up to my house every time in the same time of day, wearing the same uniform, the same played out uniform that he probably brought from Party City, fake as fuck. he said, then she told me that the whole family knew, and she was just telling me about other girls that he was trying to hook up with too.
How does she know all of this? Like,
because she has all his passwords and stuff. Yes,
oh
exactly.
Gosh.
But then she was telling me that she was messing with some other dude on the side. So, whatever. Just
each their own, I guess.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. So, and then she was saying that he had made like local hookups and with fake information, trying to bait other bitches.
What's that for?
So he obviously has some like attention issues,
right.
and he really like, he just needed
everybody
all up in his shit or whatever. And then let's not even get into his car got towed. Who paid the $400 before that? You think I got my money back? It's the typical story, but the punchline is the uniform and he's going to Iraq. Like, that is like, to me now, that's the funniest story I ever heard. And it's mine.
And it's mine.
And it's mine. Like, there was so much more shit after that.
But you was young, right? You was like...
Yeah, I was young. I was 19.
Yeah.
I was 19. So you bounce back from that shit. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, listen to what the other girl got to say, because she probably got all the tea for you. And you need to listen, and you need to walk away when you know it's time to walk away. Don't sit there and just keep on pushing through, because
they never gonna change. What, like, I swear to you,
no.
They're not gonna change in a year. They're not gonna change in 2. They're not gonna change in 3. Maybe they'll change in 10 years, but you can't be sticking around that long.
Even if you look, what happened? We walked away from each other, came back a couple years later. Nope. If you want to hear about any other fun stories we may have in relationships, then definitely give us a thumbs up. If you want to hear more, just give us a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to hear from us. Anything. If you want to hear more juicy gossip, if you want to hear more relationship stories, if you want to...
We don't know all the answers.
You want us to shoot the shit? Then you let us know down below what topics you'd like us to touch on. And Yali here has got a good story for you. And if you'd like to hear it, you gotta head to her page. Go right now. Go subscribe. Go listen to her story, because I'm about to listen to it right now, and it's juicy. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you enjoy. We hope that you follow us along on our series journey. And
I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited for this.
I'm hella excited. So thanks for watching. Bochinchu with Yali and Chris. See you soon, guys. Bye.